You get a glimpse of it, but it only comes through after G2 have given themselves some good establishing damage. The nades worth their weight in gold this round. Mattis is everywhere at the moment, goes up to 9 frags as G2 find that 5-1 lead early on.
We might get the stat to back this up, but this has got to be one of ZywOo's worst starts of this year. 0-6 is something that happens to regular players, not to ZywOo. And, you know, when we measure up the players one for one, we look at Sunpius' great day. That's actually just not going to happen over a long period of time right now. Like, Sunpius is nowhere near the level that he was at his peak. Even if he showed a glimpse, maybe he could do more of that. But even in Opping, there was only one map of that, Mirage, and then Inferno was mostly rifle highlights. When you match up Sunpius to ZywOo, that's not even a debate. Best day versus medium day, ZywOo still beats him out. Like, ZywOo right now is in the prime of his career. But here we are in this grand final, and this is an extremely slow start. And if that's gonna be the difference, then that will be what makes a difference in the map score here for G2. That was the one head-to-head you'd think you don't even get to talk about whether or not it goes wrong. You know, maybe Heavy God right now and Rops, we're seeing things Heavy God's doing that, you know, we've never seen before.
Sure.
But surely not ZywOo's average consistency.
See if he can get into the game.
He had a little dip, obviously.
Right.
But we thought he was back.
Coming off of a recent career low as well. So the recovery that we thought was underway could be put back into question.
And I think to add context to that, he was ill, right?
Sure.
So he was ill, but you know, here we are. It's another grand final.
We get this positioning down in lower tunnels, no challenge coming out of G2. There's actually been a bit of a fallback from those more aggressive starts, right? Think of Sunpius down in lower tunnels, clipping Flamesy that one time.
Yeah.
Since then, G2, you know, you've almost kind of established yourself. You branded yourself on Vitality out of the gate. They come in through tunnels, awkward fight. 99. Robs is lucky to be alive at the moment. What more can he do with minimal health?
Yeah, looks like this is, there it is. Worst start
to a map this year.
To a map this year. You see 0-6 on some players, you go, it's a Wednesday. For ZywOo, this just doesn't happen.
Here we have Hunter pressed in. Flash comes through. Flamesy doesn't get his kills. ZywOo's wallbang missed. Then Sunpius on his ankle. And remember, out there is that 1 health Rops. And when there's violence, Mattis answers the call. Him and Mobs get aggressive off the catwalk. I love that G2 decide in the middle of this round, it is our time to take an initiative. Now, presence shown up towards that catwalk, bomb possession on 10 seconds. This round's gonna fizzle out.
They can't get that bomb in plan, it's over.
You may have ZywOo hitting headshots on and off. 2 kills onto the board.
These are exit frags.
Slow start has ended. However, the score is still domination to G2's favor.
Yeah, those are exit frags, that's it. Ooh.
But no joke, those organizations, think of that first door the Reaper knocked on. That was a 2-0 over Spirit with a 16-1.
That was 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1 over Spirit with a 16-1. Yeah. Like, at that point, erase the one map Spirit.
Why you thought that is because it should have been 2-0 for Spirit. Somehow we're here. You know what? I don't know. ZywOo didn't trade that duel inside of middle last round. That was weird.
Blind as a bat. Malm's disengaging at the cost of his in-game leader's life. Hunter happy to die for the cause. There's a follow through here for Vitality because they just don't have anything else. So they'll take over position inside of Pit, but with this sea of smoke grenades in front of them, a bit of it their own, some of it their opponents. Apex is the one to take to the tip of this spear. 4 players strong on long. And full cat control plus mid for G2. That's gonna free up Sunpius to get back into this.
Flash is coming. Oh,
they hold off on that edge of the smoke. Sunpius hits his.
Nice find.
Up to an 8-3 start.
And it makes it a 3v3.
This is just a bonus win condition for G2 at this rate.
That slows it down.
ZywOo goes back onto the angle, but at that point, Heavy God's already beyond. And so another man advantage here for G2. What could just be another CT round win queued up, unless Apex and Flamesy find a chance to leave their mark, but it's just not happening. Heavy God over towards Long, wins his duel. Mattis with his head down, barely takes damage. This is a stomping of Vitality.
They're not staying connected. There was no communication to do something interesting there. They were just sort of two players looking for a frag apiece just to, I don't know what they were going to do after that. No chance. They're falling for every nade. They're blowing like a palm tree in the wind here, Connor. With the utility that's coming, they're paying attention to everything. They look distracted right now.
And all the while, every piece of G2 looks so
Focused.
sharp.
Absolutely.
Honed in, locked on.
Now, they might have to join up 2 timeouts right now to make up for what's happening. This is very, very bad. Oh, it's a tech, actually. You know what? But why not a tactical? You know what I mean? Why not a tactical right now?
Sure. Let Saw do his damage.
I'm saying for Vitality, man. They need to figure something out. They need a stress break, a tactical I mean, look at this. This is a graph that might favor whoever's on CT's side, so we'll see, but G2 doing everything they're supposed to so far. Imagine their first loss in 3 months. Imagine if it's to G2.
Imagine if it's a total blowout, because that's the territory we're getting into. We need some kind of inspirational moment from a Vitality member, but instead Mezzi's just giving his head over to Sunpius, who continues to tap into the form he ended the semifinals with. Here comes Rops, though, lurking out through that tunnel smoke. Plat player's just been spotted. Mattis doesn't think he's been found.
He got him!
He holds his ground. Unbelievable! Flamesy in through the windows, the only thing that they still have to back that. Even that falters.
No, Mattis. He's man, Mattis, this is amazing for someone who has as little experience as he does in this situation. He's playing A+ CS just like he did yesterday. Sunpius, great kill here to take out Rops in this spot.
Same time though, Rops is the guy who knows exactly where you are, is waiting for your head to pop up, and in that instance, misses multiple shots.
Yeah, definitely.
So good on Mattis under a world of pressure, but here's that timeout.
Yeah, he kept good awareness. I think this timeout's 1 round late. Are they even buying? Almost feels like this one's getting taken out of frustration.
3.5 grand on some.
But this is a fundamental issue that we're seeing right now. When you look at the connectedness of the team, like some of the trades that aren't happening are actually kind of astounding for a team like Vitality. When we saw Zywoo not take that trade out of the door with the op, yes, it's an op, but he would, I feel like, on a good day, have taken that extra step, got that 1 kill back. Now we're getting Sunpius taking a kill at the top of mid. No one's swinging him from the doors. There's way too many unanswered duels, and now if you miss 3 bullets, you lose the whole round. That's why we're seeing the scoreline 8-1.
हेलो क्या कर रहा है बाप रे रैंडमली कॉल बोल
रैंडमली
कॉल अरे तेरे इस पे दिखता क्यों नहीं तू डिस्कॉर्ड पे ऑन है या नहीं मैं स्टेटस इनविजिबल है मेरा हाँ मैंने ऐसे ही रैंडमली कॉल कर दिया मुझे लगा कि जीडब्ल्यू है या नहीं कोई देख रहा था मैं क्या सीएस का लाइव स्ट्रीम देख रहा था ग्रैंड फाइनल चल रहा है तो जीडब्ल्यू क्या कर रहा है वो देख देखता हूँ जीडब्ल्यू क्या करता है मैं तो पढ़ाई कर रहा हूँ करूँ क्या इसके बाद खत्म करके खाने जाऊंगा इसके बाद रात को खेलेंगे कितने बज रहे अभी कितने बज रहे मेरे इधर 9 बज रहे ना खा के let me calculate खाया जाके थिंक तेरे इधर 11 बजेगा ठीक है Okay. Okay, see you then.
To get that bomb into the depths of sight. And he picks up the
one ये पीसी पे होमवर्क करने बैठा है.
Solo rifle that Vitality come into this round with is in the hands of their leader.
He could have gone to get the gun at Carr. I guess he thought it was dangerous in case they were holding that side. Can they push together?
Apex setting up. No nades to really make this awkward for G2. All three members playing with that utility, not to mention Sunpius's flashbangs starting to come over the wall. Apex sees that as his chance to swing, and then he drops the dual Berettas.
ये टीम डेंजर खेल रही है G2 Esports. पहलों में भी डेंजर खेलती है, इधर भी डेंजर खेलती है.
Hit me.
Two players could have come out the window, could have been a challenge through the door in the window. Instead, they're separated. It's just another situation. It's just not inspired in terms of a late round. It's 2v3. You have an AK and a Deagle. Make something happen. Yeah, we're looking at that. Mezzi dies. He's not even in a place to support Apex at all on this endeavor by the window. But they were setting up for this moment. So where's the communication to do something cool? If it wasn't a team as good as Vitality, I wouldn't be as demanding when I think about these kind of tactics. But they're the team that wins some of these rounds.
Not tonight, they're not. Not yet, anyways. 2 rounds left to play. They're gonna find a vacant B site. They just come running in off the flash. Heavy God is simply winning duels versus every single...
He can play outside the site, inside the site, or pushing.
Tries to come back in with the wild spray down. Offer exposed on the cross. You're gonna know Mezzi's sitting at the top of mid, and he also goes down with nothing. Every single individual of this G2 squad refuses to falter at the hands of Vitality. Finally, something comes through in round 11. ZywOo's double kill out through the tip of that windowsill. And with damage done onto Mattis, it's better late than never for ZywOo to step forward as the hero Vitality need. And they needed one 5 rounds ago. Apex gets burned into it, and ZywOo, it's all or nothing. Here or never. As he eats that flash, they'll come barreling towards his sight. Back's turned, and that is 4 frags deep for ZywOo. Oh, it's the ace! It's all 5!
Hey, निकाल दिया रे. Honeybee.
ZywOo baby, stacking bodies higher than a rifle tower.
Team Vitality है ना. भाई अकेले ने 3 बंदे मारे.
His second round and his first with impact.
इतने 4.
His second round with kills at all. He's on 7 with this ace. Woo. Look alive.
We had Vitality sitting on their deathbed, so it felt. That's the pulse. You feel it in the arena. They feel it in their team speak. That just got Vitality turned up a notch. It comes late, but a 3rd round here could be that small sigh of relief. Sunpius shot. Haven't seen that all too often. You are giving that little bit of room over to Vitality for them to finish on a high note.
AWP.
Let them think that they can win this, and you'll have problems.
He's staying.
Shut them down, and then they've got problems again themselves. So now Apex over towards long into pit with bomb, and Rops trying to get tricky.
Mattis floating here, no flash behind him. Apex has a chance. Oh, I think he got spotted. Oh,
they find it. So yet again, across the board, Maltz, Hunter, Mattis, Thrive, double digits. G2, something only one team has done versus Vitality in 3 months, and they do it in a single half.
Okay, half time आ गया.
Everyone can beat anyone. The best team in the world right now.
Okay, 2 minute टाइम है. मैं क्या करता हूँ उसमें? मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? मुझे डिस्प्ले का ये करना है. कलर फिल्टर.
Because I think everyone can beat us right now.
ड्रामा कितना है?
The start hasn't been.
मैंने लाइक इसको वीडियो पे ये करके रखा था.
They're gonna get bounced back and they're gonna win a trophy by the end of the year for sure. Just for the current form, and I would say Spirit is a bit in front of us.
Spirit started strong this season, but now the player change and everything together, not the best, I would say.
I think Mouse has been on the rise, and they have been able to beat Vitality twice now.
After Vitality, I would say Mouse right now, 4-wise.
0.8.
There's only 3 top teams still compete, I would say. I mean, Spirit, us, and Mouse.
But I would say right now it's between Spirit and Vitality still, and the other teams still have to catch up a little bit.
1. 53. Detail. 1000. लड़की कितना है 80 50 तो डिफॉल्ट ही है ओके डिफॉल्ट अभी से हो गया हो गया डेंजर यार जल्दी हो गया काम टाइम 22 सेकंड
London, that was damn near a total blowout, but we had that spectacular ace coming through from Zaiwu. It's a pulse on the side of vitality, but the question is still, did it come? It's a pulse blowout, but we had that spectacular ace coming through from Zaiwu. It's a pulse on the side of vitality, but the question is still, did it come too late? First 6 rounds of play on the half, 0 frags. His stats for the second 6 show us a lifeline, some kind of movement in the vitality camp. Him and Flamesy trying to get this one going.
He did
I don't
that.
know, Launders, it feels a little too little.
Yeah, he did that within 2 rounds.
Okay, ये इसके पास
the fact is, you know,
Logitech
this is the best player
tattoo
you've
भी
got
उसके
on
हाथ में।
vitality. This is a map that's their
Logitech
best
का
map right
16,000
now.
में
Their best player being absent on their best map. Well, you know what that formula spells. 10-2 in favor of G2. Let's see if they can close this damn game.
G2 super light है, super light.
Map, ridiculous.
अरे G2 ने Logitech G2 super
swiftly move us over to Mirage, another map that we think G2 can win. Robs gets spotted, has to eject. Looking to evacuate, he sticks around a second, and that's going to afford them a chance to chase.
Okay.
But who's chasing who? Robs locks into the corner. If they don't clear this, he could grab a second, but they are cautious.
Wow.
They're not going to fall for his little games.
That's crazy cautious. And, I mean, it would have been nice to join that up with a B push, especially since Robs got there, but they didn't really try that.
Heavy God found walking out long, him versus Zaiwu, and he loses. A set of helping hands in Flamesy helps out. Apex trying to draw them maybe towards B. We've got 2 duos anchoring each bomb site. It's a man advantage for G2 wherever they decide to hit.
Yeah, low numbers doesn't scare them. Vitality have to stay alert.
No kit on Vitality. Retake could be made tough. They'll smoke off the rotate by blocking CT spawn. Zaiwu gets popped instantly.
Oh boy.
Flamesy, he was spotted.
Mattis.
No way, Mattis.
14-4. 14-4 versus Vitality.
This time we are spitting
into
into airport at toilets.
Perfectly placed. Slows Apex down. Lets Sunpius
Valorant में भी
comfortably shift his
ये
way
chat
over
चलता है.
towards long.
Hello Vitality, it's late. We are at the airport. You are the window seat. You can have the toilet seat.
He's dropped. Mattis steps forward again on a big stage where we didn't even know if he belonged.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've seen this story before. A team gets here and then they fail. You know, they don't look like themselves at all. That's definitely something that could have happened right now, and we just had to see. But based on the other games, did we ever see a moment where Vitality got close to closing, G2 got close to closing a map, and then
It's
took
the
a long
body
time to do it?
disorder.
No. Did we have anything except for everybody improving every single day so far? No. There's just been no reason to actually doubt that they wouldn't be the same team. Now, this is another moment, though. I'm seeing ample opportunity to actually accelerate some of these positions, make it even worse for G. I mean, when Robs gets his clip off, gets up to upper B, he makes a move to stay there. He knows that no one's probably in playground, and if there is, they spotted he hasn't crossed, so of course they're going to clear him. He's banking that no one's in playground. I'm going to tuck here. I might get one kill. I might die after that. But how can that just be it? You know, why isn't there an upper B push to get another trade back, to keep the man advantage the entire time? They're not thinking on that level right now. 51% 4v5 win rate in the OVO. That's crazy.
Yeah, all three in this first half. So even in those few moments, Vitality get man advantage means nothing in the face of this G2 tonight. Forced by, brought to you by way of a G2 pistol win.
Yeah, that's another Hunter classic. Best frag in IGL right now, all of a sudden.
Playoffs Hunter has been an animal.
Yeah. I mean, that's a guy who knows how to win.
You know, we call him the big game Hunter, and there is no better trophy than Vitality in 2025.
Yeah, well, who better than the big game Hunter replaying StarCraft with these pieces?
Looking to stuff him on Dust 2, put him on the wall. Bulbs on the side of this smoke. Nobody wants to be that first victim on the Vitality side. ZywOo connecting to Sunpius is only going to find that one kill here with that scout. Desert Eagle finds the player back. Carr can't manage because the flashbangs are great support. It's Mulbs under pressure.
How do they recover every time?
He just keeps putting them in a world of hurt.
That was a great position there for Vitality, but to be honest, the flashes were just so good. There was really good composure. Rob's going to jump up for this or not?
He could if he wants to try to get lucky. But at this point, you are down 9 rounds. G2 on the brink of their 12. And yet again, they're just kind of tucked in their corners, hoping someone's coming to save them. It's not the case.
Yeah, again, like, the flashes are coming in, the tactic's good. It's a good spot to actually close out. You don't want to let it all, you don't want to let the smoke come up, and then you're sitting there in CT spot. You need to do something aggressive here on the CT side here. And they don't have great guns, but they can't convert any of these positions. 12-2. Some people may have been disappointed about what we saw from Furia yesterday, but if you weren't sitting there giving your credit to G2 for how well they played, you were really missing the point.
I think first map.
I think this validates, you know, the struggle that Furia had a lot more.
Messi trying to get into the tunnel play, finds a headshot, but you can't put Mattis to bed. This grand final starts with a bang, but it's a very lopsided bang and a whimper on the other end. Apex trying to keep them on their toes towards the mid doors, but if they come barreling at him, he is toast. An ace for ZywOo is half of the rounds for Vitality. Barring that, you have just witnessed G2 yet again on this run in London demolish a top team from 2025. 13-1 over Spirit on Ancient, embarrassed them on the road to London. And here they are, stopping Furia yesterday, showing that maybe they aren't the dark horse we thought they were when G2 decide to step it up a notch.
A little awkward.
This year's #1 on their knees, Flamesy catching, good timing, but still traded out. The man advantages have been moot throughout this first map. So why would this 3v3 be different? Just because it's Hunter low health? 20 seconds for them to try to finalize. Apex coming to life. Ow. And Sunpai is concerned about the flank, has too many targets ahead. There it is. A third, a lifeline, but way too late.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's a little one bad smoke. That'll do it. They punished it perfectly. And Vitality have cracked this door open again. I mean, look at the damage this does. They have to obviously exact through this, so fortunately for G2, it's a bit of a write-off, one small mistake. Now again, I'll say, G2, in these spots, if they are winning badly, they do a good job of closing pretty quickly versus every team so far. So let's see if Vitality can make them a little shaky.
Is this A-Site gonna be ready? Is this M4 in Zywoo's hands enough? On top of Apex goes Malbs.
Compared to Valorant, CS के जो crowd होता है ना वो like crazy होता है. Valorant का काफी like शांत होता है. Like चिल्लाते हैं वो लोग, but ये लोग अलग चिल्ला रहे थे तो. अरे हजार है.
He still recovers with at least the one, and that's going to take all the attention of Mezzy, not to mention most his health. Oh, that bomb is ticking. Flamesy on cleanup duty kills what was little left of Hunter. 13 health from Heavy God. He's been lights out. And with the smoke down in front of him, a desperate move here from Mezzy, jumping around haphazardly. He's got the kit. The impact to make quick work of Gus 2.
झगड़े हो गए क्या उनके? अब मारा मारी. ये क्या लिखा है?
An insane start for G2, and Maddis, you lit up the server from the very beginning. You look so comfortable, so confident for your first grand final and being on this stage. Talk to me.
It feels amazing, but I'm more found proud of everyone from the team. Of course, we were shooting hard. I think we had many opportunities to entry kill. We managed to do that, and they were struggling a lot in these situations where they were like 4v5 all the rounds, I think. But we managed to stay composed, especially mid-round as a team. So it was amazing to watch. Hopefully, we will keep it up to the next maps, obviously.
Let's see if you can as well. How confident does this make you now feel for Mirage going into your pick?
I think it's gonna be perfect, but we need to stage heal because we started to stress a little bit towards the last round because we wanted to finish it ASAP. But I think we'll collect each other again. It's gonna be fine.
Well, it sounds like you know what to do. Thank you very much, man. Good luck, and we'll see you in a bit.
Vitality simply eviscerated on their own map pick, leaves G2 large and in charge. What was 13 wins on Dust 2 in a row, Jacob, for Vitality, completely squandered in this one. I thought we witnessed a G2 clinic yesterday. No. Clinic in session.
Heavy guard.
How G2 was able to claw back into the ones where they were the ones disadvantaged. And really, just Matt has said, I mean, the individual
12-minute का break. Okay, heavy god. काम heavy, काम भी heavy उसका. वैलो में क्या चल रहा है? वैलो इंग्लैंड सीएस देख रहा हूँ एंड वैलो खेल रहा हूँ. यस, सेमीफाइनल मैच एंड फाइनल मैच ये देखने में लाइक ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है, इसलिए मैं देख रहा हूँ. बट वैलो, हाँ वैलो का भी मैंने स्टेज 2 देख लिया है ना. फेवरेट टीम्स फेवरेट वैसे नहीं है, बट फेवरेट टीम नहीं है वैसे, बट PRX है ना, उनको देखने में मज़ा आता है क्योंकि वो लोग इतना रो नहीं, राउंड्स थ्रो करते थे, तो उनको देखने के लिए मज़ा आता है. बट एट द एंड कुछ भी हो सकता है, वो जीतते भी है या हारते भी है, बट अभी तक तो जीत ही रहे. फाइनल्स में भी जीते तो मज़ा. हेडशॉट. ओके, who is playing unranked? 49. सिंगापुर सर्वर नहीं चल रहा है. पहले इतना ही पिंग था मेरा.
Match found.
Then 3 तक गया था ये.
Death match. Warm up.
255 का पिंग काफी ज्यादा है.
Everyone makes fun of German efficiency. Ha ha. Just keep laughing as you use all my gear. Quick peeks now.
My ultimate's ready!
चालू हो गया.
For all of you, right?
Yep.
Like there's not gonna be same page. Like this guy is more on same page. This is less same page. We all need to be on the same page.
That's such an amazing piece of tangible
12 minutes
insight
हो गया.
coming out from Saw, because let's just contextualize that. 7-1 up, the control firmly in the favor of G2, but the whole story is don't get ahead of yourself. It's not over until it's over.
It's one of the greatest qualities a coach can have, to make sure that all your players are focused on what's ahead of them, and that's obviously the next round. Every single round matters, especially when you're playing Vitality. We do
7 minutes. Okay. अगर 9-10 का पिंग आ रहा है तो मुझे सिंगापुर में एटलीस्ट 65 क्यों नहीं आ रहा है. One score. अब मेरे 7 का बॉटल आ गया. ओके 7 से सीधा 18. $21 और एक स्कोर लाइक 23 हो जाता ना मेरा हाईएस्ट स्कोर. नहीं 22 रिकॉर्ड. 7 मिनट आई थिंक होगा ऐसा. हो गया 1 मिनट. लेट्स गो. आज संडे कोई भी हेलो नहीं खेल रहा है।
If that can continue on Mirage.
Yeah, I think ferociousness is the right word for it, Freya. But this is only where it begins. I remember Austin as well when Vitality took a knee in the first map, only to go on to win.
Yeah, that's very true, and they've been tested, and they have been resilient. We've seen lots of moments for Vitality where they've come off of a middle of a map, they've lost one, talked to Apex, they probably got scolded a little bit, then they come back into the game. But here we are, man. This feels like it's G2's story to tell. The year is 20XX. Hunter is the first co-badge to win 4 majors. A co-conversation for IGL is reopened, and Saw makes headlines for inspiring a new generation of Finnish coaches. And a statue of Pekka is erected in the G2 head office. London, an underdog emerges. Let's celebrate these moments. Make sure you get loud. Mirage could be the 2-0 start here for G2. It felt impossible before today started. Maybe you just tuned in and are wondering, where's m0NESY and where's Nico? Maybe you should be wondering if they ever needed them.
Yeah.
Look at this team go.
I say, who's m0NESY, who's Nico? This G2 gonna try to keep that tempo up with the burst in through the A play. And they clear out some of those positions, but it's a fast-moving Vitality quickly on the scene. Double challenge over stairs denied. There he is, your champion, oksbi. Picks up the hold, and it will be a Vitality CT pistol win. Winning pistols versus G2, no easy feat.
Yeah, the most important stat, and that's one thing that G2 have, like we talk about Vitality getting tested, well, that's one way in which G2 aren't really. They just keep having good starts every single step of the way, so a excellent response. And you can look at all these maps and say Vitality are favored in every single one. But what we saw in Dust 2 proves the hypothesis that it doesn't matter right now with G2. They can beat you anywhere.
I say to hell with your science. Your math be damned. It's Counter-Strike with heart. But it is hard to go up against the odds. Rifles here for Vitality and an opening kill for flamesy.
Yeah, I mean, that's, again, G2. They know how to win the pistols. They know how to win the second round following it, no matter what the half, no matter what the map. Now, Hunter, here's their biggest test. Let's come back. Let's see if they have to come back into both halves, maybe. You know, that's the kind of expectation we should have for Vitality, that they start out, they win the pistols, right? If they lose a map, maybe it's in spite of winning both pistols or something, but like, again, not long ago, this was what they were best at as well.
Whoa, trying to jump on Apex, but he's covered by ZywOo and Rob, so all's good. You lose your leader, that's all right.
क्या चिल्ला रहे पीछे
You know, when that last map concluded, Vitality very quickly out of their chairs and walked off stage except for one man. Apex sat there looking through his notebook. A little bit of gloom.
And let's play our fucking game, boys. No matter the fucking score, we make plays, like Dan said earlier. So even if we make a play and they fuck us, we continue to make plays. We don't get scared from it, and we keep making plans and keep doing the ping pong, and we'll be fucking fine.
Oh man, I really love it.
भाई उनके calls भी सुन सकते
हैं. Look at Dust 2. You can point to. Sometimes it's hard to see what moments went wrong.
Sure.
Dust 2, you can point to all of them. Go. This is a very clear move that needed to be made. An idea needed to happen here. I think everything that he said should resonate heavily. Again, though, it's a little bit. You know, last time we heard oksbi talk, it was during a bad moment. Usually we hear from Apex.
You know, that was like an awkward sign last time around that it had to be oksbi to try to inspire the troops. And the point I was going to make before we hear from oksbi is just that Apex stuck around on stage, looked through his notebook to the chance of fuck you Apex, had to stew in it a little. So where's his head at? Because clearly oksbi's is still trying to tap into that championship ideology.
Yeah.
And I don't doubt Apex can drag himself out of the deepest of depths. This is a man who has been in some dark places in Counter-Strike and still rises to the occasion. He's got great teammates around him. Rops, I mean, coming off of his worst ever rating in a grand finals. Time to turn it up.
There we go.
flamesy triple. He's got support over top of the stairs. ZywOo wanting to get into the action, and everybody across the board for Vitality has to show us a better form. And versus the first two guns of G2, it looks great.
This is so good. I mean, they look fired up.
Mow down.
Kills coming through. Everybody dies. A total wall put up here for Vitality over on A.
Hunter between 4. Ooh, found timing.
And you know, in the bad Vitality maps, it's Flamesy and it's Mezzy who look, in my opinion, a little bit more fragile. In some of those games where slow starts and everything, it's like Apex will get kills, ZywOo will get kills, Rops will always be there. But you know, those two, that's where it feels like the floor falls out sometimes. But back on Dust 2, Flamesy was actually, in terms of volume, was getting kills kind of throughout both halves. Yeah. He was the actual only person close to having a standout performance overall.
Suppose किसी ने कोई गलती कर दे, ये पीछे से मारेगा उसको.
Good to see that continuing on though.
Danger. खड़ा है बेचारा. इतने टाइम अब पूरा ओवर टाइम तक भी खड़ा रहना पड़ सकता है. अब आधा घंटे तो चलेगा वो, आधा घंटा कंटिन्यू खड़ा रहेगा.
They get everything in position. Volley of nades over top. Flamesy and Apex are dedicated into the corners of this site, and rotational utility already helping out. ZywOo sets it up with util. Flamesy makes quick work of Mobs and Mattis, popping heads like it's nothing. And so we're already starting to get a little bit of vitality, a vitality that was absent just too long.
Hey, banana gang.
You can't have all these guys show up in banana costumes and not give them a good performance.
Of course.
Come on.
I'm curious, Vitality fans, do you still believe?
Before the game started, I was, heard a surprising amount of G2 support, and every fan, it feels like you're a fan of the org. Maybe you're a fan of the org in general from other games, from older versions of the team. But this team itself, it's got to garner a new fan base. It's got to win fans, and this is the place you do it. It's not online. It's not in group stages. It's in front of crowds like this. A lot of people are here watching Counter-Strike in person for the first time. You're creating core memories for these people, these new fans. And if you put up a good enough performance where they think you're going to stick around, you're going to be good at the next tournament, it's going to live with you. That you got to watch that first. You got to watch the birth of a new roster.
You get to see a guy like Mattis step into a huge organization and just blow all of our minds. Even if you thought he had potential, for it to be realized under the spotlights, whole other game. Quite literally, just a different game. And Flamesy not playing games, seemingly. Off of the A site, down through the underpass, won't get away though. Mattis chasing that, even with a teammate's flash inbound. He's so aggressive for those peaks.
Yeah, you call it aggressive or just exactly what you need to do. Like if he wasn't,
in high pressure
Look
moment.
Actually, Mezzy's got the split coming in. They're not ready. Rotations are slow here.
Mobs has been
they don't know about gas.
That's it. Sliding forward. Mobs with an element of surprise.
Wow.
And it's Apex with his head pop deep market. No chance for Vitality in round 5. So Flamesy makes an opening move. A 4v5 for G2 to face. A stat that even back on Dust 2 went against them.
I also just want to say Hunter dies first in this spot. They have to they run and trade that kill. They continued forward.
Yeah.
They continued forward with this play.
Yeah.
People don't understand this, but when your IGL dies in a round, that can really change how the rest of the round plays out, no matter what the initial call was. It's just something about calling while you're in the game and actually playing that has so much more impact.
I think
they still pulled it off really well.
Great point to make when we hear Saw and when we hear Mattis in the post-map interview saying how everybody's got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Not halfway there. We need to be locked in with the same ideas. And yes, you can cut the head off the snake in killing Hunter. And I agree, it's going to kind of slow him down in his read of the moment. But if there are individuals who know what they want and what Hunter would want before he even has to vocalize it, I think that's when you get these kinds of chase from Mattis where he knows we need to get trades. It opened a door, finding Mobs to move up catwalk because mid was weak.
And let's be real, they didn't take time to reassess. They continued forward with a play that Vitality probably thought they were going to think a little bit more on.
Sure.
Go back in and figure out how do we get an extra kill first. And instead, G2 comes with this fast pace.
Challenge top middle. You really want to slow down G2. Maybe you got to go a little further. Get riskier.
Sometimes top mid smoke can get blown open.
already set up for some kind of an underpass play. His utility comes trickling out. It's not going to be easy for Malbs to take all this damage, but Hunter loves a window challenge. And he is up here so early, while also getting through a sea of utility. Sure, you lose Malbs, but if this apartment play goes well, if Mezzi can't manage it, then you would think Hunter's gonna catch somebody off guard. You'd think. And still, Mezzi could just stop it, but the fire's gonna flush him out.
Hunter got that got picked off.
That's key. Vitality find one, and the bomb planter denied by Apex. Good pressure out of their in-game leader with a double kill off of back market. Mattis, what are you made of? Oh, the first is clean, but then that back turned over to Flamesy. He'll step forward, and now we're starting to see Vitality do what G2 was as well. Tethering nicely, action-packed off of the death of the teammate in front of you.
Yeah, just multis and refrags and closer positions. Yeah, they're really like kind of taking a page out of what G2 did to them. Somehow.
Not one kill goes in vain.
This one kill goes in vain.
Not one kill.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like they are watching out for each other. It's really good to see. I love the play from G2, man. They made that as hard as possible. It looked like another spot where maybe they pull off the 4v5 again. But Vitality, they won mid early. They didn't get scared when they lost it soon after. And this time they were ready for it to end B.
And fireworks for the first 6 rounds of play. Rops gonna control underpass for Vitality, but then again, there's always somebody creeping forward for G2.
They've crushed Hunter this half, 0-7. He was stand out on Dust 2. Important guy to take out.
Ahead of the flashbangs, Mattis.
Wait, and the kill player is still in jeopardy. Mezzi makes noise. There's someone up close. Mattis gonna peek him.
He's gonna get the kill swiftly despite the Galil, ZywOo, and Apex 2v4. It's another 4 versus 5 recovery coming forward from G2.
They know it's 1-1 to sights. Do they know about ZywOo's op? Do they care about it? They have a lot of time to sit and wait for a lurk. Something needs to happen right now for Vitality. Timings are being missed.
Whoa, you give him a chance.
This is actually an interesting spot because they have to decide, do they want to go towards ZywOo, who has the op over in B? They don't have a smoke for the market window. They do have Mattis inside a ladder room.
2 incendiaries as well for Vitality, but Apex on a different planet at the moment.
So this might be a jump across moment here with Heavy God and Sun Pius. We talked about this head-to-head, Sun Pius and ZywOo. Is it even possible that he gets this kill? Oh, but the rotation is the wrong way. It's the wrong way. This is such a big moment to leave, actually.
London. They walk away, you know what to do. Now, to be fair for Vitality, it felt like ZywOo was sticking around for that fight, but a great decision for G2 to just slow down the pace, double up in apps, get away from him.
You know, I think what G2 did was, let's pick a side. You know, we have Madison ladder room. We do have better odds right now to get to B. If we waste any more time, maybe we get another pickoff. Maybe Apex is searching somewhere, and this round gets way uglier. Let's just play the 3v1 on the B side. Worst case, we have to rely on Mattis to pull off a lurk or whatever, but at least we're not getting wiry and stringy and walking around the map. And for Vitality's case, they don't see themselves winning in 2 1v3s on either side of the map. ZywOo doesn't see anything in B, says, okay, they're probably trying to avoid me. That was my first thought as well. Let's go see if it's A. If it's A, we win the round. If it's B, we save, and we save 2 good guns.
Vitality remain content to sit around for these kinds of duels. I just don't think they were ready for the Malbs double down.
Yeah. And it's really impressive to see Malbs get that kill, and his aim will always deliver those headshots, but also, like, you know, Vitality are like, they should get that trade. They're in a good spot to get that trade.
Does feel like Vitality are at least a bit more electric in some of their opening moves in this map compared to Dust 2. There's been some sort of a wake-up call in between maps in that regard.
What I'm happy to see, it's not collapse versus collapse. You know, if Vitality lose a map in this series because they were, you know, a little tuned out, they could come back and win. But if G2 collapse at all, they'll probably get crushed because the map pool is not in their favor. Hunter's worst start to a map. 0-7 to match up with ZywOo. Only wants to be paired with the best. Oh my goodness. What a shot, ZywOo and Sun Pius. That's through the smoke Oh, maybe he peered out. Looked like he was just ahead of that. Something that G2 have been trying to conjure up, these B splits. That quick mid lurk. They're trying to slip the net up cat with one player, not alert anybody, make sure connector smoke doesn't get blown up and no one's checking that, and then instantly go into a B play. That's been the secret sauce for G2 on Mirage, not just today, in their previous Mirage games as well.
It's another chance where G2 just look to simplify things, though. Collect the forces and move forward towards B. ZywOo to be tested. He's gonna let him drop out through the window, and Mattis gets away with the cat kill. ZywOo has sacrificed the part, and he's not gonna get a chance to find another shot off Sunpias. Now, 3 kills into this round is Sunpias.
Oh, they flew too close to the sun on this round. That's another tag.
Flamesy, half health, is able to still fight back. And while Hunter scrambles for his first kill of this second map of the series, he's on the angle, and it's teed up with ease. In the teens was Flamesy, done to a single shot. G2 break the doors down on that B site.
Yeah, that's such an excellent round out of Sunpias. Scrolling across the site. I mean, getting this opener is so huge.
It is a poke.
Very nice attempt from ZywOo to make up for this. And that's just what we want to see, everyone playing well. Welcome to the board owner. A clutch off the first kill, instant impact. Ooh. Under balk,